Before Steve Aoki became a Grammy-nominated producer, label head, restaurant owner, headlined events like Tomorrowland, EDC, Coachella, and became a resident in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a lot more than I've done.
Before Steve Aoki toured with superstar artists like Skrillex, DIPLO, Little John, and Knife Party and brought a whole new meaning to the term cake face. Before Steve became one of the biggest DJs in the world with 2 Guinness World Records for longest cheer and most glow sticks at a concert, and had banked a net worth of an estimated $55 million. Before he got his own documentary on Netflix that gave fans a peek into the life and mind of this EDM king.
Valentine's Day with my mom. Yeah. 2010. Oh my god, we got 2 footballs ready.
Steve Aoki grew up the son of a celebrity millionaire, but his parents split early on, leaving his mom to raise him on her own. Growing up, he was a bit of a black sheep of the family. He liked listening to punk music, and growing up in Newport Beach, he felt like an outcast as the only Asian amongst his peers. Despite this isolation, Steve became determined to make a name for himself without any handouts from rich old dad. While his family was lining up in court to try and get in on his father's fortune, Steve set up his own small music label, befriended the late DJ M, who taught him the ropes as a DJ, and he began throwing outlandish parties out of his studio apartment, hustling day and night to get ahead. Now the guy, he's BFFs with Dan Bilzerian. Hard work, ladies and gentlemen, it can certainly pay off. That's why I put Dan Bilzerian in the thumbnail. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life of Steve Aoki prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, we've covered a few other DJs, including DIPLO and Deadmau5. Be sure to check those out, and if we've missed anyone, let us know as always in the comments down below. Hiroyuki Aoki was born on November 30th, 1971 in Miami. He is the third child of Rocky and Chizuru Aoki. His brother Kevin and sister Grace were already teenagers when he was born. He also has a half-sister, Devon Aoki, who you might remember from a small indie film known as Sin City. His father was an Olympic wrestler, speedboat racer, softcore porn publisher, and all-around crazy guy.
Benihana. I think he's gonna go out and win his own race today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that right there was Rocky Aoki, founder of the Benihana restaurant chain and millionaire entrepreneur. Unfortunately, his wild antics carried over to the bedroom, and when Steve's mom found out he was having a baby with another woman, the two got divorced. She left him and took the kids to live in California with her parents. They settled in Newport Beach, and Steve was raised with traditional Japanese customs. He went to Newport Harbor High and had trouble fitting in as the only Japanese guy in a school filled with white peers. He took to non-traditional hobbies including skateboarding and snowboarding. Don't know how you snowboard out in California, but apparently he got it done. After graduating in '95, Steve decided to go to UC Santa Barbara because of its booming punk scene. He found the rebellious music helped him cope with his insecurities, and he began singing in a band known as This Machine Kills. When they broke up, he started DJing, and in between studying for a BA in sociology and feminist studies, Aoki was throwing concerts out of his small room in his res. I did something like that, but I just played Panic at the Disco. It wasn't as epic. Sweaty students packed the venue, which soon got the name The Pickle Patch. So I'm guessing the ratio of guys to gals was a little off at these parties. At this time, Steve was also straight edge, which meant he stayed away from drinking and drugs. I can't say the same about me in my college days, or definitely not his fans. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that's shining always gonna be gold. By the time Steve graduated, he had started his own record label inspired by Bruce Lee called Dim Mak. He built it on his own without investment from Papa Moneybags. Working out of LA, the Dim Mak parties were gaining a reputation for being absolutely insane. Steve learned the importance of branding from his father and focused on it from the start. He soon befriended DJ AM, and with a bit of guidance and encouragement, he was ready to take the stage with his first set in an actual club. This was back in 2004. While he was making a name for himself in music, his father's inheritance was the center of a huge legal battle. It seems Steve's older siblings and step-siblings were all banking on the Benihana fortune, and were furious when Rocky gave his newest hot young wife control over the inheritance. While his dad was off living lavishly, one of Steve's proudest moments when he was able to save up enough money to buy his first car, which was a Prius, and he paid for it in what he calls stripper money, a wad of 10s and 20s. Steve remained focused on his music. He may not have been the most technically gifted DJ out there, but the guy was a workhorse, touring and promoting constantly. With affordable ticket prices and stops in cities most artists usually passed over, he built a massive fan base for his unique brand of punk-spirited EDM. By 2010, he was averaging 250 performances a year. It's a lot.
In front of our jet, we're going to Vegas for show number 2, and then we got another show tomorrow. Get back on the jet, fly to Ibiza for Aoki Playhouse. Let's go!
Steve was becoming one of the biggest EDM musicians in the world, and as fate would have it, Rocky was so proud of what he had done, well, he decided to change his will to give him and his half-sister, Devon, sole control over his legacy. So he made it in 2 ways. Actually 3 ways if you count that friendship with Dan Bilzerian. One buddy I'm really jealous not to have. Although I did his Before They're Famous, he probably knows who I am. As for the rest of the story, guys, you know it because this is Before They're Famous. We hit Terminus! My name is Michael McCrudden, and we make a lot of bio videos on here for in this channel. We've done over 500, including rappers, actors, YouTubers, singers, models, porn stars, basically anyone who's famous. Be sure to browse around. A lot of these people are friends with Steve Aoki because on his Instagram game, he's taking selfies with practically everyone. I would check that out, but also check out our other videos, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in another video.